Why, yo, you too. It's your boy Don's back with another game, man. Today, we have some news to talk about. So apparently, Modern Warfare is gonna have an update tomorrow, which is Friday, depending on when you guys are watching this video. And hopefully, these new maps that they're talking about adding are gonna be good. Yes, I said it. They're adding some new maps. They're adding 2 new maps. One is a ground war map and the other one is a regular multiplayer map. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but based on the description for the from the Twitter post, it's supposed to be a pretty small map. It's called Shoot House, so I'm not sure if that's like a remake of something else, but hopefully it's a nice map. And the other one is Krovnik Farmland. Is going to be, like I said, a ground war map. It's going to be free for all players, of course. We already knew that coming into Modern Warfare. And also they are finally adding hardpoint, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, we kind of already have what's that game mode, Headquarters, and it's basically hardpoint, but instead you respawn. So hopefully hardpoint this year is a little bit different. It's a lot better and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying, we'll see how it goes. You know, we'll all get to experience it tomorrow. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of camping in this mode, but I'm really just excited to play the new map. I don't think I'll be playing hardpoint a lot. I'm not really good at like hardpoint or like any type of game modes that are similar to hardpoint. I've never really been that good at it. So hopefully these maps are amazing, man. I'm really it's looking good. You know, this game has a lot of potential and stuff. The only thing that they really needed was new maps, and so I think this update will provide us with a lot. Hopefully they'll also tune some weapons and stuff like that, and the claymores, and maybe they'll make Dead Silence a perk. I mean, maybe they'll do a lot, you know what I'm saying, but hopefully that happens. Today we playing on Piccadilly with the Uzi. If you guys watched my last video, I got the MP5 gold. I'm trying to get the Uzi gold now. So far I only got the Tiger camo on it. And basically, in my opinion, this is the worst SMG in the game. It's just, it fires super duper slow, and it has a lot of recoil for, well, it doesn't. Okay, if you look back at any other SMG or any other gun in past Call of Duties, this gun would not have that much recoil if you put it up against most other weapons. But because of this game and because of how this game works, and everybody always been on head glitches, your aim has to be perfect, and whatever gun you use, the recoil has to be manageable. And this gun just doesn't have the most manageable recoil. It bounces like it bounces without you really knowing. Like 1 minute you're shooting straight and the gun just starts bouncing out of nowhere, and that's why I feel like it's not one of the best guns in the game. Also, on top of that, it has a slow fire rate for SMG, and sometimes you get outgunned by M4s a lot at close range, and so that's not really good at all. The damage on this gun is iffy. Sometimes I feel like I'm melting people, and then other times I'm shooting them like 60 times and they don't die. But overall, I do like the gun a little bit, but it's not the best gun in the game. I'm sure I have the worst KD with this weapon out of all SMGs. The best KD that I have with the SMG so far has been the AUG. I mean, that gun was amazing. I could go back and play with the AUG today after not playing with it for so long, and I'll still go off with it. It's just a really easy gun to use in my opinion, and it has good damage, it has a good fire rate, and it's very accurate. But a lot of people are still riding that MP5, MP7 bandwagon, and it's not really a bandwagon. I mean, it's obvious to see that these guns are amazing. I mean, they've also been good in other Call of Duties, so of course when they bring it back, they're going to be just as good. Like, that's only to be expected. But I definitely feel like the AUG is my #1 pick for the SMG still. I haven't got to use the MP7 as much yet, but I have used it here from time to time, and I just don't feel like the damage is enough for me to call it the best SMG in the game, just in my personal opinion. Moving on to a different topic, I really hope that they get dead silence, some type of buff. If they don't give it a buff, hopefully they just turn it into a perk. I'm pretty sure it's not something they could just do, like just turn dead silence into a perk. But if they could do it, I really hope that they do that, because this game needs that. Basically everybody's just camping around corners still and stuff like that, and making dead silence a perk would probably cut most of that out. Also, another thing that a lot of people have been talking about is the UAV, where the mini map, just making it to where you can see red dots, you know, when people are shooting and stuff like that. I think that would help the game out a lot too, because there's times where dudes are just sitting in the corner unsuppressed and they're just shooting, letting off 5, 6, 7 shots, and I don't know where they are unless I look up at the little compass thing at the top of my screen. But you know, I don't feel like doing that every time. I just like looking at the top left and just peeking from time to time. It's kind of like a rear view mirror, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how you're supposed to use the mini map, and I feel like nobody really understands that. You're just supposed to like peek from time to time, you know, look up, look back down, look up, look back down. And with people not doing that, I think that's why they took that ability away from the mini map. But hopefully they add it in the new update whenever it comes. I don't know when it's gonna come around, but we definitely need that. I think everybody agrees with that. We definitely need that. The camping in this game is a big issue, and with this game having so much potential, I don't think anybody wants to see it go down that road, like that campy road that, you know, so many other games have went down, like, you know, Ghost and Ghost. But yeah, man, it's still a good game in my opinion. There's just some stuff that they need to fix for sure. So yeah, man, I just really hope they get it right, and I'm really excited and eager to play this new shootout map. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna cut it right here. Another day, another time. You feel me? Peace.